So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Watson. And his first pass is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
To the air yet again, Watson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, 4th down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, Lightning. Blue, Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And the play clock's running down. On 1st down, it's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the back goes into motion. To push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's got Watkins on the out route. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. 8 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They run again with Ware. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the kick by Butker is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Cunningham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Watching that, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard! Watching that, Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. This is taken at the 15. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Muscles him off. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mahomes now on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Watching that body. Set. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Miller. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry now for Miller. Into the secondary again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Watson now going to run the option right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And, yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Stepping up. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On the run, this is Hunt. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Macklin. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We're back now in KC. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come up in an offset eye. They run with Hunt. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go. Let's round.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Here we go now.
They run again with Hunt, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes the Texans now. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You gotta think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Come on, let's go.
And the wideout in motion. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it here with Hunt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Ellington now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Caught. It's Ellington. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He'll look to throw. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
1st and goal from the 8. Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with 4 seconds remaining. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season, once in the regular season?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.